A frog at the bottom of a well.
井底之蛙。
Hello everyone. A frog lived in a well. A very deep well. He was born there. He grew up there. He never left. The well was his whole world. One sunny day, a turtle arrived. The turtle came from the ocean. The frog had never seen a turtle before. He was excited. "Welcome to my home," said the frog. "You won't believe how wonderful it is here." The frog began to show off. "Look at this," he said. "I jump on the well ledge. It feels so good. When I get tired, I rest in the holes. The broken bricks make a perfect bed." He splashed into the water. The water reaches my armpits. It holds up my chin. It feels like a hug. Then he stomped in the mud. The mud covers my feet. It is soft and warm. I love this feeling. The frog looked back. He saw small worms. He saw tiny crabs. He saw little tadpoles. "None of them can beat me," he said. "I am the king here. I have all this water to myself. This whole well belongs to me. My happiness is complete. Nothing can be better than this." The frog puffed out his chest. "Why don't you come in?" he asked. "Come see my world. Come share my joy. You have never seen a place like this. I promise you will love it." The turtle looked at the well. The well seemed small. Very small. But the turtle was polite. He tried to step in. He put his left foot forward. The foot did not even touch the water. His right knee was already stuck. He could not move. The well was too small for him. The turtle pulled his leg back. He stepped away from the well. "Thank you for inviting me," said the turtle. "But I cannot fit in your home. Let me tell you about my home instead." The frog blinked. "Your home?" he asked. "What home could be better than mine? Have you seen the ocean?" said the turtle. "The ocean? What is the ocean? Have you really never heard of the ocean?" asked the turtle. The frog shook his head. "I only know my well," he said. The turtle smiled. "Let me tell you about the ocean. It is huge. You cannot measure how wide it is. 1,000 miles is not enough to describe even a part of it." The frog's eyes grew wide. 1,000 miles, he could not imagine such a distance. "It is deep," continued the turtle. "Very deep. 1,000 feet is not enough to measure its depth. You would need so much more. The frog said nothing. He had never thought about depth. His well was deep enough for him. Long ago, said the turtle, there was a king named you. For 9 years. There was flood after flood. Water was everywhere. But the ocean did not rise. Not even a little. The turtle went on. Later came a king named Tang. For 8 years. There was terrible drought. No rain fell anywhere. But the ocean did not drop. Not even a little. The frog could not believe it. 9 years of floods, 8 years of drought, and the ocean stayed the same. How is that possible? The ocean does not change, said the turtle. Time does not make it rise. Time does not make it fall. Rain does not make it grow. Dry weather does not make it shrink. That is the great joy of the ocean. It is always there. Always the same. Always vast. The turtle looked at the frog. You live in a small well. Your world is one small hole. But the ocean is endless. There is no wall around it. There is no ceiling above it. You can swim for days and never reach the other side. The frog sat very still. His mouth hung open. His eyes stared at the turtle. He could not speak. The turtle continued. On the ocean, waves rise high. Higher than any well ledge. The water is deep. Deeper than any well. You can see the horizon. The sky meets the water. It goes on forever. The frog started to shake. His legs trembled. His whole body shook. He looked around as well. The water seemed small now. The mud seemed dirty now. The walls seemed like a cage. 1,000 miles, whispered the frog. 1,000 feet deep. I did not know. I never knew. He looked down at his feet. The mud covered his toes. Yesterday he loved that mud. Today it felt like nothing. I thought I had everything, said the frog. I thought my well was the best place. I was wrong. So wrong. The turtle felt sorry for the frog. Do not be sad, said the turtle. You did not know. How could you know? You have never left your well. But now I know, said the frog. And knowing changes everything. My well looks so small now. My joy looks so foolish now. The frog looked up at the sky. The sky was just a circle. A small circle at the top. He always thought that was the whole sky. Now he knew. The sky is huge. The sky has no end. I wasted so much time, said the frog. All those years. I thought I was the king. I thought no one was happier than me. But I was just a fool. A fool in a hole. The turtle nodded slowly. Many creatures live like that. They never leave their small worlds. They think small thoughts. They dream small dreams. They never know what they are missing. But I know now, said the frog. And I cannot forget. The ocean is out there. I will never see it. I cannot leave this well. But I know it exists. That is both a gift and a pain. The turtle had to leave. I must go now, said the turtle. The ocean calls me back. I hope you find peace. Even in your small well. The turtle walked away. The frog watched him go. The frog sat alone. In his deep well. Under the small circle of sky. He thought about the ocean. He thought about the floods. He thought about the droughts. He thought about the endless water. The frog looked at his reflection. The water showed his face. He looked like a fool. A small frog in a small well. But something had changed. The well was the same. The water was the same. The mud was the same. But the frog was different. He had heard the truth. He could not unhear it. He would never jump the same way. He would never splash the same way. He would never feel like a king again. Days passed. The frog stayed in his well. He did not brag anymore. He did not show off. He just sat and thought. Sometimes he looked up. At the small circle of sky. He imagined the ocean. He imagined the endless horizon. He imagined the deep blue water. The frog learned something. He learned that the world is big. Much bigger than his well. Much bigger than he ever dreamed. He learned that knowing your limits is the first step to growing. He could not leave his well. But he could open his mind. The frog stopped being proud. He started being curious. He asked every visitor about their home. He listened to every story. He learned about the world above. He was still a frog in a well. But he was no longer a fool. He knew his place was small. And that knowledge made him wiser. The turtle never came back. But the frog never forgot. The ocean lived in his mind. And that was enough. Here is the truth. We all live in wells. Some wells are big. Some wells are small. But every well has a ceiling. The question is not where you live. The question is what you know. Do you think your well is the whole world, or do you know there is more? Look at your own life. Have you ever been like that frog, thinking you had it all, when there was so much more? We all have blind spots. We all have limits. The first step to wisdom is admitting we do not know. Stay curious. Stay humble. Keep learning. There is always an ocean waiting to be discovered. Thank you for listening. I hope this story stays with you, like the ocean stayed with the frog. If you liked it, please like and share. And remember, do not be the frog, but also do not be ashamed. Just keep your mind open. Keep looking up. And one day, you will see the sky for what it truly is.
下集请移步主页观看。